Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shots. I'm here to do an Archangel Michael full moon and Gemini reading for the full moon in Gemini on the 23rd of November 2018. And we're going to take a look at what messages come for everyone from, of course, Archangel Michael's deck for this time frame. And this is Sagittarius. We will be in Sagittarius in this full moon. And it is this is your life's purpose. So Archangel Michael, you know details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me align with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So it can be, life purpose, of course, can definitely be career, but your life purpose may involve something outside of your career. You know, perhaps your purpose is to help your family members or to do something, and you still have a 9-to-5 job, but something about your life purpose is going to be very obvious. You're going to be working with the energy. You're going to be fulfilling something in your soul's purpose coming up in this time frame. Now, I'm to pull from this deck. Which is interesting because where's my, oh, I see it. Let me say, where's my little booklet? Okay. So I'm to pull from the sacred symbols for this full moon and what message wants to come up. Cleansing. Wow. So there is a need to cleanse perhaps in this full moon, or there is going to be something that's cleared out. I'm going to read from the booklet. Sage is coming up here. It is time for a cleanse of body, mind, or soul. There is an imbalance, stuck energies, or heaviness in your environment that needs to be cleared. Burning sage, taking a salt bath, receiving energy work, and adjusting to a healthier diet are all ways to cleanse and purify the body and surroundings. This sage has been considered a sacred healing plant. When burned, the smoke is meant to purify and cleanse its surroundings or negative energy of harmful spirits. So there is an energy here that may need cleared, or there may be something that you're going to be clearing and removing obstacles perhaps to pursue your life's purpose. There could be something that is cleansed and cleared away so you can move forward. You know, it feels like it could be an obstacle remover in regard, but we'll see where the reading goes. I'm kind of intrigued here. So the first one is, what is the overall theme or energy for the full moon in Gemini on the 23rd? And it is fog veiled. And so it looks like, you know, the fog is lifting. It looks like the sun is coming. When the sun comes and burns the fog off, you can see clearly. So again, it's a sense of something being burned away, something being cleared out for everyone here. From a higher, again, we have the mountain peaks, we have a higher perspective. So the overall theme or energy for this full moon is clearing out the fog, is clearing out and seeing some higher perspective. It's a cleansing. Again, it's a basic connection here to the opening message. What can Archangel Michael see from high above that you can't see down here? New moon promise. So interesting. I'm supposed to read this one, but we are in a full moon phase, but what he's saying is that it could be the new moon in Sag, which will be, oh gosh, I'm not sure, early in December, I guess that would be. New moon in, okay, we're in December, we're looking at the end of December's full moon, so it would be November, so it would be early December's new moon. So the new moon in December, I promise, but I'm to read from the booklet on this one. New moon. If I can find it, right? So let me see. Gazing at the silver of the new moon smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds That is weird because this is the sun burning the fog off. The fading sun drapes the clouds and the waters with its tingle of luminescence as the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love. This is a time for manifestation, beginnings, and renewal, with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of her light as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that had recently encompassed her. It is a promise that has been kept for as long as she has existed. So again, light coming in, right? That light returning, a promise of light coming back, being able to see something more clearly when you put that all together. So it's going to be an illumination at the very least of perhaps your life purpose. This could have to do with, because we're talking about Venus, this could have to do with love in general or romantical. Could be love of self, love of your life, some light coming back in after a darker period. And hope, right, is the feeling that I'm getting. This is a time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for a later date. With your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into your full awareness. So something about your soul's journey here is there's a clearing away of something that has been kind of over covering it. There is an illumination here. It says, with your intention and willingness to allow the full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into the full awareness. So there's a full awareness of that idea that was planted within your soul for your soul's journey. It's pretty big energy coming up here in that aspect when you look at it in that way, or you feel into it in that way. And the next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. So that promise is coming to light. You're going to fulfill a seed within your soul's journey here, and it's starting to come to light. And the next step, they're saying, is action. So you will be required, once this fog lifts, things are cleansed around that energy, and you can start to see that new energy in regards to your journey forward. There is going to be action that feels important because you're not seeing that. There's going to be action. So maybe you're feeling nothing's happening. You thought you knew the way, something got kind of like over top of it, and now you can see forward. Action is coming, is what they're saying. So I feel like this is a promise of action and forward movement, a way clear, seeing something clear, light returns now. Something to do for yourself through the full moon. Earth magic, fairies. So connecting to the fairies. And I'm going to actually pull, they're telling me to pull a fairy card. So we'll see what the fairies have to say. This is kind of rather interesting here. So something to do for yourself is to connect to the fairies. And we're going to ask the fairies directly what they want. And it's autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. So this is like a spark of creation, and I'm trying to think. Autumn ends in the middle, like December 21st, 22nd is the winter season starts. So they want you to work some sort of magic with them to the end of fall. There's something here. I'm actually going to pull another one, but they're marking out a time frame too. So like something is going to end in the winter season. This is all going to unfold by the end of autumn, which, like I said, is coming up December 21st, 22nd, something like that. Business venture. And again, soul's purpose, life purpose. This could be for some, this could be a business, but it's big businesses, right? You know, your soul's journey, your soul's purpose is big business, no matter if it's a actual 3D reality storefront, if it's a website, if it's your, career path, if it's your soul, whatever it is you're doing, that is the business of your soul. It's kind of like that bigger energy. And that could be a relationship, that could be a partnership, that could be a family taking care of someone in your family. This could be anything, but it's the business of your soul, right? And so it's saying trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So for some, this can be a literal, you know, business job, something that you're working on to further your career if you're self-employed. But they were kind of like, they are out mining little gold nuggets there. So I'm getting the energy of gold. This is a little golden orb on his hand. Gold is coming up. So you may want to use gold, you know, to do something with the fairies, giving them something flashy, something like that. But I'm also getting, they're talking about trusting and following through. Again, this talked about taking action. Trust and follow through on the guidance that you get. And I feel the fairies are helping. There's a lot of manifestation coming up into that new moon, I feel, in December. And it's going to, not to say that the manifestation is going to end when winter comes, but you're going to see something. You can definitely see that light is illuminated on his palm, the light in autumn. So it's going to come by the end of autumn. So taking advantage of, taking action. What you should do is take action, follow through with guidance that the fairies help manifest before your eyes. They're saying by the end of autumn. This is kind of very, very different. So taking action. And it's going to be very tangible. You know, somebody's going to present something to you that before you might not have been able to even see the opportunity. Now you're going to see the opportunity. And it's going to manifest before your eyes by the end of autumn. Very interesting. Okay, so Angel whispers a secret you do not know from Archangel Michael, and it is clouds, shape-shifting. Again, things are not as they appear, he is saying, because we're talking about the fog lifting, the veil, the light coming in, you know, something that has been clouding things moving. So what has appeared to be one way is simply going to be another way, is what he's saying. This is a secret you do not know. I don't need to read into that any further. It's just like the clouds shape and shift in the sky, and one time they look like one thing, and then a few seconds or minutes later they look like something else. That's something here is going to look very, very different, I feel, by the end of autumn. What is coming up soon in regards to the secret you do not know? So in regards to how things are going to look different, what's coming up, and it's dream time creation. And this is very interesting to me because my Goddess Yumi Womb of Creation for November talked about a daydream. And something coming from like you know, not an illusional, but something coming from like a Seven of Cups fantasy manifestation coming into reality. And that's what this is. But I'm going to read this one. Something you're coming is that dream is coming into reality. It's coming into creation. It's coming into the 3D. What you have imagined, but maybe has gotten clouded over. Or maybe for some of you, maybe you haven't even had that vision. Maybe you haven't seen it, but something's going to shift and move. And now you're going to be creating something. It's going to be like a day. Again, it's that same feeling, a dream during the day, like a day, like something you've dreamed about is actually now happening. And she wanted us to seize the moment, really take it in. And I'm going to read this one for everyone, and then I'm going to end this reading because this is really, really interesting. Okay, it says, dream time is a place before time and outside of time in which ancestral spirit beings came to earth and gave all of life its form. So let me read it again. The dream time is a place before time and outside of time in which ancestral spirit beings came to earth and gave all life its form. Once the work was done, these spirits remained in the very forms they created, including the animals, hills, stars, and other features of the land, and continue to be present today. And that's part of the fairies, right? Because they are the little helpers of the land. So there's the fairy energy is here in the mix with this. So the dream time is an individual's or group's spiritual template including songs and stories that have been handed down for at least 60,000 years. In one such tradition, there's a creation story involving, I don't even know how to say that word, which is essentially a hollowed out log that emits a droning sound when played. I don't think that's relevant. In this card, we see that as a spirit man plays this horn of creation here, the world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and colors and structures of the land that are being created, all carrying spirit that has been breathed into them. So definitely, you know, it felt very, very energy-like. So again, it's that same feeling for my Goddess Human Guide Womb of Creation for November. If you haven't watched it, I would go and watch it as well. It'll be in the links below this one. Something is coming in. And something is being created. And it's like all the energies are aligning. Something shifts. The cloud shifts. The fog clears. And you can see the way clear. Something is presented. And you can see it like I was saying that here. It manifests before your eyes like that. Right before your eyes, like they were saying. And so it's coming in. So that creation is coming. I'm kind of curious myself what's the undercurrent is perspective, Milky Way. So again, Milky Way is like with the perspective energy, it's a shift in perspective. Kind of giving me the feeling of the Course in Miracles is all about a shift in perspective. So be very open to like the clouds shifting and changing. Be very aware of your perspective of something, because in one way, with that veil not being cleared, you can't see it, and with the veil being cleared, you can see it. So there's going to be that shift in perspective. It may be nothing changes but your own perspective, but that allows something to happen for you that is very very fortunate by the looks of it. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading. That was pretty interesting to myself as well. Angel blessings, oceans of love. Happy full moon in Gemini.